Hello everybody, welcome to lockdown day 7. Crazy that we're here at the week point now, and yesterday we got the update from the Prime Minister that we will be going into an extended lockdown at level 4. It's supposed to end today, but actually we are now extending it to this Friday, so that's the 28th of August, I believe. I can't remember now. Auckland has actually been extended to the 31st of August, which is kind of crazy, but that's where the main cluster is, so it does make sense to keep this Delta variant contained, and then the rest of us are another 4 days in lockdown level 4. So that's been the update so far. Last night I received some really unexpected news because, in alert level 4 I just assumed that things would get a little bit delayed with immigration, but I actually got my immigration letter through saying that my work to residence visa that I applied for about 6 weeks ago was approved. So I actually got an approval from immigration, which is really surprising news. So now it is actually official. I am to stay here for a lot longer term than originally planned. Guys, we're talking about, a working holiday that was meant to last 12 months and now flash forward to almost 2 years later, and now I've gotten an approval for a visa that will last another 2 years. Pretty crazy that has just come full circle. I feel like it's just out of left field. I just wasn't expecting that news, but it's definitely welcome news. I don't know really how to think or how to accept it in such a restricted state of life at the moment, in such a strict lockdown level 4. You can't have people over, you can't celebrate outside your bubble. So what I'm doing now is having a nice dinner with my flatmate who's here. There's just 2 of us in our bubble here in this flat. The third person has decided to be in a bubble with her partner, so she's not here. But we're gonna have a nice steak dinner here in the flat tonight. I have a nice bottle of red wine that I've been saving from my trip to Hawke's Bay. If you want to watch that trip that I took to Hawke's Bay, you can watch it here. I'll link it. That was a fun trip, but during that trip I bought a couple bottles of really tasty wine, so I'm gonna break into one tonight to celebrate my approval of this visa, because it's been a long time in the making and it's kind of like, I don't know, a little bit unbelievable in some aspects. This news just decided to come in the middle of a lockdown, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around everything, trying to stay in a positive space, get out for my daily walk every day, because that's how you stay sane in this sort of environment, especially when you have so much restrictions placed upon you in a lockdown like we have in New Zealand. It's really nice to keep your mental health in check by doing daily physical activity, and I usually train 3-4 times a week at the gym, so I have just been laxing on my training, like strength training, but I really should get back into a little bit of a routine at home instead, of course doing cardio and walks and stuff. I will continue to update you on the progress of this lockdown 2021, but so far, honestly, it hasn't been so bad. My situation in life has just been so much improved over the last few weeks, and significantly from where I was at during the first unprecedented lockdown last year. I'm just feeling really thankful in this moment. I'm safe and sound here, and that's pretty much what matters at the end of the day. everybody, welcome to day 11. It's been confirmed that we'll be in level 4 until Tuesday next week, so that's the 31st of August, I believe, and then we're going to move to level 3. Only Auckland will remain at level 4, and the rest of us are moving to level 3, so it's the first time we're doing a double level, alert level situation in 2 different regions at a 4 and a 3 level, and they have like a border set up in Auckland to keep people in. There's now over 400 cases of COVID from the cluster in Auckland, so it's just sort of inevitable at this point that something needed to be done. You know, I'm just sort of accepting of the situation that we're in this lockdown. There's nothing we can do, so just accept it and get through it. That's sort of where my head is at now. I have down days. Like, I would say that today was definitely a down day where I really lacked finding motivation to get going, get out of bed, but I finally decided to head out on a walk. It's about 5:30 now. The days are getting longer, which is nice. Winter's almost to a close. We're heading into spring. There has been some drama in the flat, not with the person that I'm with, but with the third person who isn't even staying with us over lockdown. I don't even know how she managed to cause drama without even being in the flat with us, but it totally turned into this whole situation that was really frustrating. The other flatmate and I dealt with it yesterday and today, and it was just sort of really uncalled for and unnecessary, so that was a bit annoying. So I will update you another day and maybe check in when it is level 3, which is essentially level 4, but just takeaways are open. Everything else is sort of the same. Isolate, work from home, keep to your bubble, all of that stuff. So I'll talk to you guys in the next update. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to level 3. It is the 1st of September. We made it to level 3. So there's a lot more bustle in the streets, I'm noticing. There's a lot of places open that are doing takeaway service. You know, little cafes, restaurants. They're allowed to now serve food that you can pick up, which was not allowed in level 4. So that's pretty exciting. It's a beautiful day today, warm, sunny. I actually booked in for my first vaccine as well, of the Pfizer vaccine. So I get that dose next week on the 8th of September, and then a follow-up dose to complete my vaccination on the 20th of October, so there's a bit of a wait in between each vaccine. Feeling really motivated that we're in level 3 now. Still working from home. Nothing much else has changed on that front, but at least I can enjoy some takeouts. I may get some takeaway dinner tonight for the first time in 2 weeks, which is pretty awesome. I also forgot to mention it is the first day of spring, and there's just so many people out enjoying this beautiful day that we've been blessed with. What an amazing way to start spring. Love it. It's just so stunning outside today. So stunning. I did it! Hiked up Mount Vic, day 2 of level 3, feeling really good. I had a good time too. Hiked up Mount Vic a bit faster than I have before, so I really pushed myself. Got a good cardio workout in. Gotta head back down now. Gotta get back to work, but what a great lunch break, eh? Hey everybody, welcome to September 5th. We are still in level 3. Tomorrow is Monday, the 6th of September. We would get to find out what level we're going to be shifting to in Wellington. The rest of New Zealand outside of Auckland is now in level 3. Auckland remains at alert level 4. The cases now have surged to pretty much 800 cases, I believe, by now. I guess I've just been getting used to my life being in a lockdown scenario because level 3 is very restricted still. You're still working from home. You're not allowed to hang out with friends outside of your bubble. And I've been doing good. I've been doing a lot of walks. Today I did a walk up Mount Vic again because it's like my cardio. It gets my heart rate going. It's all kind of an uphill incline all the way to the top, and then it's a nice windy walk down. And that walk is really good to do when it hasn't been raining, which lately we haven't been getting a lot of rain, so the trails are dry. They're not muddy, which is really good because it means that I'm not at risk of falling in the mud. So things have been a bit interesting though in terms of the flat environment living situation. So it was just 2 people in the flat over level 4 lockdown, just myself and the guy flatmate. And however, and this is really annoying to have to update to the vlog because I thought that I had moved past this, but we've actually got a 3rd flatmate who decided not to spend the lockdown here, didn't tell us that she wasn't going to spend the lockdown here, just never came back. And then we went into a lockdown and we just thought, okay, I guess she's not spending lockdown here. Don't know where she's going to do it, but she hasn't told us her plans and technically doesn't have to, I guess. We just kind of went about our life for 2 weeks without much issues except for the time where she created drama with having to coordinate giving a vacuum back to her friend who was demanding that we give this vacuum back to him. And it could have been handled in such a more positive and productive and efficient way, but the way that this individual chose to handle it made it into this huge drama that was totally unnecessary. I believe I did talk a bit about that in an earlier update. So that was a little annoying, and that happened while this individual wasn't even living here. So as soon as they got back, she told us that she had to return to our flat and join our bubble in level 3, which first of all, that's not really even allowed, but we won't even go there. So she came back because she had to go to work. First time she got back, she caused a fight and didn't acknowledge the behavior that she'd done earlier and caused all that drama. Came back and within a day, not even a day maybe, she caused another fight and started insulting me in the group chat, which is like a no-go. And I mean, this person has only lived in the actual apartment for 2 weeks and then chose to do lockdown for the rest of those 2 weeks somewhere else. So she's really only lived here for a month, but not even really that. I've only known her a month, but she's lived here for 2 weeks and she's caused so much drama already that I'm just uncertain if this is going to work long term. So unfortunately, I've been dealing with flat drama again, all surrounding this one individual who's proving to be quite difficult to live with. So unfortunately, we're going to have to confront this individual about their behavior and just try to nip this bad behavior in the bud now, early on, because literally it's just been 4 weeks, people. Like, I just can't understand why I keep having to learn this lesson of really bad flatmates. It's a very difficult lesson to learn because you're living here, you're surrounded by them a lot of the time. Obviously take out a lockdown situation. Luckily, she wasn't living here because if she was, I think it would have been a lot worse. Unfortunately, I've been dealing with that, which is the last thing that you want to deal with when you're already dealing with being locked down because of a COVID-19 outbreak, and now you have flatmate drama. So it just adds to it. It's really shit timing, to be honest with you, and it's very disappointing because I thought that I had moved past this, but apparently not. So I have some more work to do, I guess, to try to create a positive, safe, and respectful home environment in this flat. Until then, I don't think I can fully embrace this living situation until we're all on the same page. So definitely a conversation is going to take place, but this individual is dodging that conversation. So we're trying to arrange a set meeting time to meet with them and talk about everything. Other than that, I'm doing well, just trying to stay positive. Hopefully tomorrow when we get this announcement, it's going to be saying that we're moving to level 2, which previous level 2 means that gyms are back open and that I can return to the office, which would be the best case scenario, honestly. So I'm really hoping for some good news tomorrow, but of course I'll give you an update once I know, and I'll check in with you guys another time. Bye!